The election results are in Westford. We bring you the latest on the outcome. We also bring you a report on the Westford Academy capstone project at the Lowell Humane Society. And we take an inside look at police training in Massachusetts. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. The May 2nd election brought out voters from all walks of life. Here's Patty Stalker with the results.
A request for an override of Proposition 2.5 easily passed in the May 2nd town election, 2,141 votes to 1,916. That means taxes will increase permanently beginning July 1st. The extra $1.6 million it raises will be applied to a 6% salary increase for the town's teachers. In the contested races, Elizabeth Almeida and Tom Clay beat out Dennis Galvin for the two open selectman seats. Gloria Miller and Megan Eckroth won the two school committee seats over candidate Alicia Mallon. The town moderator will be Susan McNeil Spooler. She competed for the post with Tom Severo and Don Seriani. A one-year unexpired term on the Board of Health was won by Joanne Belanger, who got more votes than Shun Ha Shung. These preliminary results were released by the town clerk after the polls closed on May 2nd. For details on the election outcome, visit westfordcatnews.org. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.
News Director Joyce Polino Crane spoke with some voters to get their point of view.
I'm here with Robert Booten, and he has just voted with his lovely wife, Joanne. And Mr. Booten, tell us what you voted for the override.
I voted against the override. And my reason for voting against the override is because I feel they're slowly driving the senior citizens out of town because the tax rate is going up so high that they're not going to be able to stay. And the other thing is I feel that the teachers have a method to get contracts. There are negotiations, and I think that's the way it should be done in the first place. The other thing, if this passes, it's going to open a door to all the other unions in town to go after the same thing, because they're definitely worth the same amount for their jobs. They're doing something as important as anybody else.
I'm here with Marcia Macris. Marcia, did you vote for the override?
I did vote for the override, Joyce. I felt that I have two kids in the Westford schools, and I think the teachers work really hard, and I want them to feel appreciated so that my children will benefit from that, and I just haven't seen a better plan yet coming forward, so I did vote yes for the override.
A team of 4 Westford Academy students beat out all but one of the 1,100 teams competing in Moody's Mega Math Challenge on April 24th. Nihar Sheth, Harshal Sheth, Kartik Singh, and Aditya Valar were among 5,100 students participating in the challenge, using mathematical modeling to recommend future growth and sustainability solutions for the U.S. National Park Service. As second-place finishers, the team will share $15,000 in academic scholarship funds. The students were coached by WA teacher Lisa Gardner. Following the highly lauded incident in which 2 Westford police officers successfully apprehended an agitated man who claimed to have a firearm, WestfordCAT looked into how much training recruits receive while at the police academy. According to a state spokesman, police recruits in Massachusetts have 12 hours of training on responding to mental illness and emotional disturbances with lectures, small group exercises, role-playing, and video instruction. In 2015, the Municipal Police Training Committee collaborated with the National Alliance on Mental Illness and the State Department of Mental Health to prevent the unnecessary arrest of people with mental health illnesses. Additional training was added for recruits and veteran officers, and also several hours of training on autism spectrum disorder and elderly issues were added. On April 17th, Westford police officers Ian McEnany and Greg Burns resolved a highly dangerous situation by tackling a threatening individual who was in the middle of a mental health crisis, cuffing him and sending him to Lowell General Hospital. The annual Ride for Live, Run for Live is coming up on July 16th at the 4-H Fairgrounds in Westford. WestfordCAT recently caught up with Jody Marchand, who founded the Live for Live Foundation, to honor the memory of her daughter Olivia Marchand. Olivia, known as Liv, died from a tragic act of domestic violence in 2010. Jody started the annual Ride and Run event to remember the bright promise of her daughter and to raise awareness of domestic violence.
Jody, you have a big event coming up in July.
That's right.
Tell us the date.
It's July 16th, a Sunday, and it's a fantastic day. It was started in memory of my daughter. It's a day that includes a 23-mile bike ride, a 6-mile bike ride, a 5K run or walk. Then after you've done that, you get a delicious catered barbecue lunch free of charge. There's arts and crafts for kids, hopefully an obstacle course for kids, and ice cream. And
It's a day of fun. I've been to it, I think, every year except the first year. Last year, when you had a very successful event, how much money were you able to give away and to whom?
we had, every year we have, it grows bigger and bigger, I'm happy to say. And last year we were able to donate money to Alternative House, a shelter that helps victims, and we were able to give them $7,000.
It's in Lowell, correct?
In Lowell, correct, yes, Alternative House in Lowell. And then we were able to give the Westford Coalition for Nonviolence $2,000. And then we also gave money to a nonprofit starting up in Lowell, also for victims. And then there may be money going to the Westford Police Department. So each year, the amount we give grows, and the amount of places we donate to grows.
Follow WestfordCAT News for more coverage of the Ride and Run for Live event as the date draws nearer. To volunteer for the event or to register as a runner or a bike rider, visit liveforlive.com. Makerspace is a trending concept in education that teaches students how to connect book knowledge with hands-on creations. The concept is being piloted at the Abbot School. Here's a peek inside 5th grade teacher Ruth Freeman's classroom, where every Friday the students spend time creating projects that are sometimes woven into their academic studies, and sometimes the result of passion and innovation. Freeman and some of her students gave a presentation on makerspaces to the school committee on April 3rd. School officials say they are aiming to have a makerspace in every elementary school library. To view the April 3rd school committee meeting, you can visit westfordcat.org. It's the third week of Westford Academy's senior capstone projects, and the students are keeping busy with their community service, internship, or research projects. Lowell Humane Society, a nonprofit pet adoption center, is one of the most common places for internships. This year, 6 Westford Academy seniors are interning there. These students spend their day cleaning cages, feeding the various animals, and getting all the animals comfortable around people. Their site supervisor, Crystal Arno, who works as Lowell Humane Society's marketing and fundraising manager, had this to say.
Hi, I'm Crystal Arnott with the Lowell Humane Society. We are always happy to have the Westford Academy interns join us, and each year we look forward to when they start.
The Westford Academy capstone projects are 5 weeks long and are designed to give seniors a real-world view of professional careers. Students have the option of pursuing an internship at a local business, performing community service, or completing a research paper or project. The projects will end on May 19th. And now, here's the news from Town Hall.
Good afternoon. My name is Eric Heidemann. I am the Assistant Town Manager, and today is Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017. I'm going to be going over our bi-weekly Town Manager report. So The big news today is the town election ended yesterday at 8 p.m. and we have a lot of new appointed or elected positions in town. So we're really want to congratulate everyone who won their positions, and we look forward to working with everybody. Also, the update on the 12 North Main disposition, we ended up pushing back the proposal due date from May 10th to June 8th. So we wanted to give interested parties the opportunity to really look at all the different avenues that were available for redeveloping the property. Also, an update on the town farm disposition. We worked with the Board of Selectmen and released today on May 3rd a new request for proposals. So if anyone's interested in submitting a proposal to purchase that property, please contact the town manager office and we're happy to give you the information required. Also this year we're going to be having the strategic planning retreat again. It's tentatively scheduled for June 15th down at Kimball Farm. We hope that you can come and join us for that event. Another update is the Main Street reconstruction project, which just started on May 1st. That project is roughly going to last about 6 months, and some key things will be including a sidewalk from the convenience store on Main Street down to Tadmuck Road. So it's going to be pretty painful working through the process, but we're hoping that we can get the construction period over as quickly as possible with this little interruption to the neighborhood as we can. And lastly, the Plain Road construction, the bids are going to be coming in on May 4th, and a big part of this project will include a sidewalk from the Abbot School to the Nutting Road, and also some drainage improvements. So that's it for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice day.
With upcoming outdoor events planned in Westford over the next few weeks, we're all paying more attention to the forecast. Here's Joe Seppi with the Outlook.
Hello Westford, this is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for this weekend, the week of May 8th. You might want to keep your umbrellas and jackets handy because you're looking at a cloudy, wet, and cool weekend. Here's what's coming up. That was your Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone.
And here's Rekha Sharma with this week's health tip.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Ayurveda is a science of life, helping you heal in natural ways. Today I'm going to talk about black chickpea. Black chickpea is also called kala chana in Hindi and is a rich source of protein, iron, fiber, and an excellent detox and a natural immunity booster. It is also called vegetarian protein. Soaking black chickpeas overnight and eating in the morning improves overall strength of the body. The phytonutrients lower cholesterol, weight, and wrinkles. It improves digestion and helps to balance the kapha, that is the water component of the body. Its regular use may help to reduce blood sugar levels. Black chickpeas can be eaten boiled or overnight soaked. Garnish with onions, tomatoes, cilantro, or herbs of your choice. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before consuming. I'll be back with the new health tip. Bye for now.
Sasha, a 4-year-old mixed breed dog, is available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Patty Stalker with more information on how you can adopt a loving pet.
There are so many wonderful pets available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. I stopped by recently where marketing and fundraising manager Crystal Arnott introduced me to a 4-year-old smart and playful mixed breed female dog named Sasha.
This is Sasha, and Sasha is a 4-year-old mixed breed dog. We're not really 100% sure exactly what she is, other than completely adorable. As you can see, she is quite a peanut. She's on the smaller side, and she is super friendly, very outgoing. She really loves to play, and she really loves food. She's very food motivated. She was surrendered to the shelter because her family was moving, but we feel pretty lucky that they surrendered her because she also had some skin issues that needed attention, and if she hadn't come to us, they wouldn't have been addressed. So her skin is getting better and it's healing, but it is going to continue to take some time and continue to need some help. So we are looking for an adopter who has a good relationship with their veterinarian and that is willing to take on her skin issue and continue working with it. She's on a special limited ingredient diet right now, just to help her keep her coat continuing to improve. So she's only allowed to have cheese for treats right now. She lived with a large lab in her prior home, so we do think she could live with big dogs okay, just not small dogs or cats or rabbits, anything little like that that would spark that prey drive. And she's just very, very sweet. She's about four years old. And she just loves to be with people. She's a really good walker. We took her on a hike a few weeks ago with some other shelter dogs, and she did really great keeping up with everybody, even though she's got these tiny little legs. And she's just a really sweet girl. Sasha, hi. Can you sit? Good girl.
To learn more about Sasha, or any of the other pets available now for adoption, or to find out how to donate, volunteer, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Now, here's Westford Cat Marketing Outreach Manager Sarah Fletcher with this week's Events Around Town.
Thanks, Ira. The Apple Blossom Festival begins Wednesday, May 10th, when the carnival arrives at the Abbot School. It'll run through Sunday, May 14th. On Saturday, May 13th at 10 a.m., the parade kicks off at Main Street and Graniteville Road, and it ends at Abbot School. There will be a fireworks display on view from the Abbot School grounds on Saturday night, and parking and admission are free. Find a complete schedule at westford.org/Kiwanis. Boy Scout Troop 195's annual Mother's Day flower and plant sale to benefit the troop's scouting activities begins next week. Dates and times are Friday, May 12th from 3 to 6, Saturday, May 13th from 9 to 5, and on Sunday, the 14th from 8 to noon, as long as they have inventory left. The sale takes place at the Rodenbush Community Center, and it coincides with the Apple Blossom Festival activities. For information, visit westford.org/troop195. A first-time homebuyers workshop will take place at the Rodenbush Community Center on Thursday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Join attorneys M.C. Owens and Brian Alcorn, who will be covering making the offer, evaluating the purchase and sale agreement, and preparing for the closing, as well as everything else in between. The cost is free, but you must register at rodenbush.org. I'm Sarah Fletcher, the Marketing Outreach Manager for Westford Cat. Back to you, Ira.
And that's a wrap, Westford. We leave you with photos taken at precincts 1 and 3, the Abbot School, during the town election on Tuesday.